Breaking news, my wonderful people, the presidential candidates of the Labour Party and his vice presidential candidate, Baba Ahmed, have gone to see former president of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, and we brought you up to speed on what trust, well, or about the visit. Now, these are the details of what really happened and what Obasanjo has promised them and how he has pledged to come on board and to assist in terms of some of the things that have happened in recent times with regards to APC, PDP, and how, Labour Party, the trust they have in Labour Party, and how, Labour Party can come on top in terms of, gaining prominence and being voted for by Nigerians, not just the South, but also the northern part of the country. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. What transpired when Peter Obi Baba Ahmed visited Olusegun Obasanjo? The Labour Party presidential candidate, Dr. Peter Obi, and his running mate, Yusuf Baba Ahmed, on Sunday visited former President of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo in Ogun State, Alta. The Labour Party presidential candidate with Olusegun Obasanjo and Pastor Itoha Ihodaro during the visit made, request to Olusegun Obasanjo. Obi and Baba Ahmed are seeking the support of Obasanjo to support their presidential and vice presidential ambition ahead of 2023 elections. The publicity of the Labour Party presidential candidate has continued to soar, with his aspiration coming into social media and making big posts and big stands. But many have written him off as he has no structure, but he has subsequently said his structure are suffering Nigerians, ASU students, the youth, among others, who truly wants a change. Following the male performance of Labour Party in Ekiti and Osun governorship election, many have said Obi stood no chance against the formation of APC and PDP candidates in the next year's election. However, Olusegun Obasanjo has told them that they must continue to keep faith and have high hopes that the possibility of Labour Party, a fresh new party, coming on board and becoming Nigerians' president is possible, and they should look beyond words being said at them that they are not qualified and see how best they can bring a fresh pair of eyes into the political terrain and bring about a change. Telling Peter Obi and Baba Ahmed that they have what it takes to bring the country to the desired position and should not relent on the fight to end Nigeria from the current predicament. So Olusegun Obasanjo is in. Yeah, he's in. He's not even taking chances. He's right in, and he's making all necessary stand to ensure that himself, he's standing with these people. Olusegun Obasanjo is supposedly supposed to be supporting, presidential candidate of the party that gave him the platform on which he was president for 2 tenure. We're talking about the People Democratic Party. However, he blasted the candidate of the very People Democratic Party, and his support has been for Peter Obi. Olusegun Obasanjo, a former president of Nigeria, is a very important figure when it comes to politics, and a lot of persons listen to him. Although he has warned the traditional leaders not to endorse anybody or give people confidence in on a particular candidate, saying you cannot see the heart of another person, you can only see their faces, and you don't want the people to be disappointed after you have, you've shown them that such an individual could make a difference, and they get there, they discover that the person has not been able to do anything tangible or worthwhile. You'll not be in a very position that you yourself will enjoy. And so the best thing is, don't even go ahead endorsing anybody. Don't endorse anybody. rather encourage the people to vote for the kind of person that Nigerians need. Competent, somebody who will stand for truth, somebody who will, be there, who will listen, somebody who has the heart of the people, somebody who loves Nigerians rather than personal interests. So these are the qualities that we should be looking out for. Olusegun Obasanjo has thrown his weight right behind, Peter Obi and his vice presidential candidate, saying, "Don't worry, you've got my support." So this is what is happening. Why Olusegun Obasanjo is castigating, his very own man in his own party, is now standing with Peter Obi, who is the presidential candidate for the Labour Party. Well, Nigerians will continue to bring you up to speed in terms of what is on ground and ensure that at the end of the day, every one of us deliver on our mandate and we are not standing there pretending that all is well when we know that things is not well. So the time to advance, the time to make a huge difference is now. There is time for everything, so the adage says. What are you doing with the time you've got? Are we making sure that we are putting, we're putting things in place for the real change and difference to come? Because if we don't, we might not be very happy with the outcome. We may not be very happy with the outcome. So it is time for every one of us to rise up to the occasion and to ensure that we dispense truth. Okay, we must rise up to the occasion and ensure that truth becomes the watchword, truth becomes the order of the day. Remember, every one of us have got a duty to speak out against everything and anything that will not make this nation to become what it ought to be. Okay, so this is what is happening and why every one of us have got a duty of care to ensure that we speak out and vote in the right candidate. We must vote in the right candidate. The times are upon us. Okay, the time is upon us, and every one of us, we know what we are. We know what is going on right now. A lot of the presidential candidates wants to get everybody and anybody to, to stay with them because they need the support. Some of them, as soon as they get there, they forget about us completely until the next cycle election year begins again. And that's why we cannot allow them to be manipulating us just the way they want, because it is always when they need us that they come for us. No, that status quo has to change. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Bye for now.